So these moves are actually for working on posture, and this is actually going to help Kelly stand up a little straighter. It's also going to open up the chest, and even though it doesn't look like it, it's all going to look like back techniques from here. But when I turn around in the chair, you'll see what the benefit is. Essentially, we're going to start by stretching out our psoas muscle. Very important stretch. Okay, so Kelly, hand me your, just pass your right leg back. Now scooch over to the right a little bit. Scooch over a little bit more, so I have access to your hip. Okay. All right, now you tell me when it's as far back as you want to go. Now I'm actually holding on to her knee with my foot. And of course I'm doing this in a very relaxed way, so there's no reason for me to get into any kind of a painful situation myself. All right, so I'm pulling back on your foot. You tell me how far you want to go.
That's good.
That's good right there? Okay, so what I want you to do is try and kick your knee forward and stretch your leg out. Okay, so kick your foot out in front of you.
You want me to use force like that?
Like 50%. Go ahead.
Oh, like solid. Okay.
Yeah. And just hold it. Okay, this is a PNF. This is just to stretch her out, but the next time I'm actually going to have her expand her entire anterior, her hip and her leg, basically her quadriceps and her psoas muscle internally. Okay, now just relax. Drop the foot down for a minute. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's terribly tense. So I'm going to pull it back just a little bit further this time. Look at that, your stretch is already increased. Now let me give you a little slack. Now what I want you to do is inhale into this whole area. Focus your attention on here. All right, you're trying to get your entire hip to loosen up. And this will help with your knee and the other things that you've been experiencing. And it's definitely going to help with your posture. So right where my hand is, I want you to focus on that. Inhale and expand. Just expand the entire area. Feel your hip blowing up like a balloon. Back. The stretch has increased. Stretch has increased quite a bit. All right, so I'm straddling her knee in a slightly different way. Now, is this as far as you can go?
It's as far as I want to go.
Okay. All right, so I want you to kick your knee forward and extend your leg.
See, the trick is to do it without tensing everything else.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good point. But we'll loosen everything, so. Okay, take a deep breath, relax, and this time, put your knee out in front of you and just lay your foot flat. That's the reason why I kicked away the padding on the chair. We're not using knee pads because I wanted to be able to sit fairly comfortably. This is just about getting blood flow into the area, into the tendons where we just stretched her out. Okay, one more time. Bring the foot back. Now just let it relax here for a moment. Breathe into the area, expand the area mentally. If she pushes her hips out and she actually expands, it's a much better starting point than if she's contracted. So basically I try to teach everybody to expand their bodies outward, sideways, basically, like the shoulders come out, the hips come out. And while they're doing that, basically they're separating the joints before I even initiate the stretch. How are we doing so far?
Oh, that's far enough.
Okay. Well, that's why I asked. Ready? Kick forward. Just focus on that one area. Let everything else relax. Okay, take a deep breath. foot flat on the floor in front of you.
Oh.
Good job. Everything came loose. All right. Now, I don't want to just do one side. I want to make sure that she gets a little stretch on the other side, but we're not going to spend too much time on this. I'll go back and take care of that later. For the sake of the video and for brevity, I want to get to a few other stretches. First, let's scoot you over to this side. We'll just do one for the moment.
Is that really that off-center?
No, it's not that. It's just that I
Oh,
need
you
more
want-
access to your hip.
Okay.
If your hip is just hanging over the side of the chair a little more, that helps.
Okay.
Okay, let's pull this back.
Oh.
Oh, you're tight here, okay?
Well,
Never
that
mind, I
was
think
the
we'll-
knee. The
that
knee
was the
scared
knee?
me. Just-
Oh.
It scared me. It wasn't painful.
Okay, all right. How are you doing here?
I can feel it down my quad.
Okay. All right, just push forward a little bit. Just a little preliminary stretch. Okay, now relax. Just for a moment. All right, now give me your foot again. Pull it back a little further.
I feel it in the quad down there.
Okay. Can I bring your foot in closer to your hip
Yes.
here?
Yeah,
That's not a problem?
that's enough.
That's enough, okay. All right, focus on this area. I'm gonna give you a little slack first. Focus on this area. Breathe into it. Try to expand your hips. Sometimes expanding the hips just means separating them. Deep breath. All right, ready? Kick forward and try to extend your leg. If it's too much, let me know. I'll lighten up on you. Okay, deep breath. Relax. Put your foot flat on your floor. You always have to massage in between. I like petrissage in between PNF rounds, simply because if you can get more blood flow into the area, it helps. Petrissage is the best way to do that. It's always pinch and release. Right after you've stretched out the fascia, that's the easiest thing to do.
So I felt a flood of energy into my head. Just full disclosure.
Well, it makes sense. Actually, a lot of people do, sure. All right, let's have the foot again. Okay, I'm going to take it back a little further, but I'm going to take it very slow.
Okay.
Okay, so you tell me when.
When?
Okay. Let me give you a little slack.
Okay.
Breathe into the area. Expand your hips. Okay, come back again, right about here. Ready? Kick forward. Try to extend your leg. If it's too much, let me know. I'll lighten up on you. Okay, deep breath. Relax the leg, exhale. That's it. I'm known for being a little heavy-handed, so I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. But you're getting good blood flow, and your hips should be feeling a little better. All right, now let's have you sit up straight. Now here are two. Actually, stop the video for a sec.